All right, so how we good? We do our pregame with the coach, then we'll toss it up. All right, ready, Mark? Good? First out there.
Yeah, just about. Actually, what I'm going to say, Alvin, is I think you... actually, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We might have to switch midway through in case that thing starts dying, so that way we can put it on the table and Jerry can connect. But yeah, let's get things going. And it doesn't have to be on me to start. Welcome into the FBA, presented by Polywealth Management. Jesse O, Alvin Delvey. We have a couple set of games here. It is the St. Pete Tide and the Brevard Bobcats. The Bobcats coming in as one of the newer expansion teams here in the FBA. They are one of the 3 newest expansion teams we're seeing here. They came in second in Winter League with a 4-2 record and lost in the championship to the Florida Flight 113 to 108. And we're going to bring in Alvin Delvey. Alvin, it's good to have you with me today. Both of these teams have not seen each other yet, so it's going to be interesting to see the matchup between the Bobcats and the St. Pete Tide, who win the toss. Anthony Brooks is up top, and he is going to run the point and get things going, but he turns the ball over, and we're going the other direction. Nesmith up, no good, and the rebound brought down by A.J. Williams. So here's Anthony Brooks dribbling the ball on the near side, throws it over to the right to Dave Butler. Butler misses the shot short.
Jesse, coming in this game, it seems like there's a lid on the basket.
And a shot made on the other side of the floor by Thompson.
I stand corrected. Great take by Thompson to break open the scoring slump so far.
From the far side, Brooks will slow things down. Alex Richards, Marcus Russell, Anthony Brooks, Dave Butler, and A.J. Williams in for the St. Pete Tide. A stolen ball going in the other direction. Cody Hendricks with the steal. Pass down into the lane, and a foul. Some good ball movement by the Brevard Bobcats, who come out moving their feet.
Oh, they came out moving their feet, and that was reminiscent of Ed Reed, if I do say so myself. Ooh. Coming in and snagging that passing lane, getting down there and getting some attempts at the free throw line.
I thought at first, you know what's funny is when you said Ed Reed, I was thinking Andy Reid at first, but then I don't think he can get up the floor that fast.
Oh, no chance at all.
He's an NFL head coach.
He is not getting that lane like he did right there.
I will tell you one thing. Chairman of the FBA, Mark King, can get up the floor that fast.
Quicker than Jerry?
I don't know. Jerry looks kind of like Roadrunner. You know Roadrunner and Coyote Looney Tunes?
You can't see his feet when he moves.
Jerry Pettit, our fantastic producer and engineer today, as Nesmith misses the shot short. So he splits the free throws. And now a 3-0 ball game for the Brevard Bobcats. So we have Jerry Pettit, our producer and engineer, on staff today. Mark King, and the foul on the side of the floor.
That was a great take.
Nice basket.
Did you see how he finished with the left, extended, get that thing in? That is a great move, great finish through contact.
So 2 points on the board now for Alex Richards for a chance to tie this ball game with the free throw. And he misses short. Jace Hogan with the rebound. And now he passes over to Byron Thompson Jr. Now Thompson Jr. and Hogan are the big tag team up top for this team. Davis towards the left side, and Nesmith lets it sail out of bounds. One thing about Jace Hogan, he's from Jacksonville University. He scored 38 points in the Winter League Championship game against the Florida Flight. And he's scoring 32 points per game, 9 rebounds and 2 steals in those Winter League games, and an easy lay-in on the other end of the floor for the Tide.
Great ball movement to break the press, and we're seeing trapping early in this game, and they answered back with the press of their own. It was broken.
Stolen ball on the other side, and Richards loses the handle. Bounce pass down low. Williams in the reverse, no good. A big rebound there by Russell. And so a second chance on the possession. Down low, ball's tipped around. Thompson Jr. going the other direction. Down the left lane, up with the right hand. The putback by Hogan, no good. And a fight for the rebound is won by the Tide.
There's the lid on this basket.
Williams will go to the line and shoot 2. And a foul against the Bobcats.
So we're seeing some great energy on both sides of the court. Great pickpocket there, but then we're not seeing any finishing. So this is a great place, but you want to see maybe get into a set and maybe see if we could run something to get a good look at the basket.
A swish through the basket for A.J. Williams, who's now has his first point in the ball game. Like we were saying, Jerry Pettit, our producer and engineer and director on staff with us today, is also chairman of the FBA and head coach of the Florida Flight, Mark King. A.J. Williams sinks the free throws. It's a 6-3 ball game. St. Pete is in the lead. Or excuse me, the Brevard Bobcats are in the lead. Mckay with the left hand, no good.
You got a fingertip on that one. Good defense.
Lucius Mckay in the ball game now for head coach M.J. Miller for the Brevard Bobcats. Brooks, 3 left wing. And falling out of bounds, touching it last was Mckay.
That's great hustle, good fight for the ball.
Faster pace of game we're seeing here today, Alvin. Last week we saw the Florida Flight and the Gainesville Mighty Oaks, and they kind of take their times, let these plays formulate. We've already seen something like 5 steals already in the ball game here.
Oh yeah, they open it up and they let it go quick. It's just tough to see finishes like that, but I like the pace of it. I just want to see them convert on some of these takes.
The leading scorer for the Brevard Bobcats gets on the board with his first 2 points in the game. And another stolen ball by Thompson, but he taps it out of bounds on the near side.
How about the athletic ability of these 2 teams? Just really getting at, just flying around, getting up there on that, getting their hands in every passing lane.
Pass over to the right side. Williams now into the key. And a wait for the basket. And the make by Sean Supcup.
That's going to be fun to say. Supcup. His first up and 9 of the game.
Supcup with 2 points. On the other side of the floor, missed shot. And here comes Supcup again with the ball. I think we should pull that poll out to our viewers and listeners. How do you spell Supcup? Please comment. And the winner may just get a shout out on the broadcast.
Wins a shout out and a race with Jerry.
Oh, a race with Jerry. I will pay money to see that. Jerry, I'm counting on your lightning speed. The Bobcats missed a shot on the far side. And we'll have tied ball going the other direction.
It has really been a struggle for these 2 teams to just convert on the looks that they're getting. They're getting good looks, Jesse. It just doesn't seem like they can convert. So that'll be interesting to see if they can actually get into a flow, get into a rhythm, and take the lid off this basket once and for all.
Down low, into the lane, shot up, no good by Butler. Ball tapped out of bounds, touched last by the Bobcats.
It's also, on that
I was going to say it's really interesting to see just the different styles of play that all these different teams in the FBA have. It seems like everyone plays a completely different game, and it had a different style at that.
But it's a testament to each one of their rosters, because here we just see flat-out athleticism. They're getting up and down that court in the blink of an eye, whereas last week, those teams we saw, they need their sets. They need to get in and out of their sets. And it's a different dynamic. That's what makes this league so interesting.
So going to the line to shoot will be Romeo Edwards, looking to get on the board for the first time. And no, he is short. A lot of short free throws today.
Yeah.
I've never seen this many free throws come up a little bit short.
Come up short. Think they got to get in their legs? I'm not sure.
I mean, maybe they're shooting the rust off. St. Pete hasn't played a game yet in the FBA so far. This is both of these teams' first games of the season. First made free throw.
Maybe they just need to see one go in, and that'll knock the rest off. They are running up and down that court.
9-5 ball game, and a shot made on the other side of the floor. That was Dorian Nesmith for his 3rd point of the ball game. It's a 9-7 ball game. The St. Pete Tide are in the lead 9-7 as we are going to take a timeout here from our broadcast. And Alvin, kind of going into this timeout here, it's interesting to see these two teams kind of going at each other, and just with the different styles of play that they've got going, I really like the play and pace that Thompson Jr. and Jace Hogan are bringing to this Brevard Bobcat team.
Oh yeah, they're definitely pushing the pace, and Jace Hogan, he seems to have an offensive package that I can't wait to see them exploit coming down the stretch. And Byron Thompson, we just need to see him get comfortable in this game and start letting it fly because he's a great player. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a great game. We have a lot of pace, and we're going to see a lot of highlights in this one.
Tell me a little bit about Lucius Mckay, who is in his first season here for the Brevard Bobcats.
He's from the University of Texas, Permian Basin, and he actually second in scoring on the team, averaging 27.2 points, even getting 4.8 assists, so he has great vision. And get this, Jesse, 3.8 steals in his rookie season so far. That man is a steal machine. He stays in the passing lanes, and that is a great thing for the Brevard Bobcats.
On the near side, here's Romeo Edwards trying to dance around into the right corner, now guarded by Hogan. Pass back up top and over towards the left side. Richards, and a shot clock violation. Good job by the Brevard Bobcats there.
That is an intense possession right there. Maybe that gets them going. That's the spark they needed to really start facilitating and getting the looks they want to finish it.
7:16 left to go on the game clock, a 9-7 ball game. Mckay up top, going right, step back, foot was on the line, and a complete air ball. So not what you necessarily like to see.
It looked beautiful up until the end of it. That was a beautiful move. Got to his spot. You just want to see them hit their shot. It's game wide.
Down low. And a foul. 9-7 still in the ball game. And we're going to take a media timeout here. 6:47 left to go in the first quarter of the ball game. When we return, it's more basketball for you. This is the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
Welcome back to the FBA, presented by Poly Wealth Management. Jesse O alongside Alvin Delvey, 6:47 left to go in the first period. And Alvin, bringing you in here, now that we've had a chance to see both of these teams, what are kind of your keys to the game?
So my keys to the game is absolutely finishing. They're getting great looks on both sides. They're getting transition looks, but they need to finish their layups. Those are gimmies. They need to get, if they have a wide open jump shot, they need to finish. And that was a great take right there. And he finished by A.J. Williams. And he was able to finish, and that's the key. As long as they can eliminate turnovers and make smart passes and finish, this would be a great game.
And a foul on the other side of the floor, and a made shot by Jace Hogan. And who else but besides the best player on your team?
Of course, and getting the and one, finishing. That's what we need to see, and hopefully he can convert this free throw to give him 5 points in the first quarter to start this game.
11-9 ball game. The Brevard Bobcats are down by 2. So Hogan going to the line. 4 team fouls already.
Yeah.
On the Bobcats, Alvin.
And
Hogan makes the free throw.
That's going to be interesting coming down, because if you get into the penalty in a clutch situation, that changes up your scheme. So we'll see how that plays out.
11-10 ball game. That's a long 2 and no good. Nesmith into the lane and called for a travel. So an 11-10 ball game still, Alvin. 6:17 left to go in the first quarter here. Obviously, you've had a chance to see a lot of these FBA games so far. Which team have you kind of liked the best?
So far, I gotta say, I love Coach AJ. I gotta go with Gainesville.
Gainesville,
yes,
Mighty
sir.
Oaks,
yes sir.
One of the expansion teams.
But every team is great in their own right. They all bring something unique to the table, and it's very interesting watching these guys.
Nesmith off the mark, and the rebound going the other direction by Brooks. Stolen ball on the far side. Pass up top to Hogan. Hogan, yes sir! Hogan with 7.
Defense turning into offense. You love to see that if you are a basketball fan and a Brevard fan.
That's quite a far 2 as the St. Pete Tide take the lead. Thompson misses right. So 13-12 ball game. Under 5.5 minutes left to play.
St. Pete's getting into their sets, and that was a great shot. Good hit, good look, and you want to see more of that on both sides of the basketball.
Williams down the right lane. This ball's forced out of bounds by the Bobcats. St. Pete remains in possession.
Good job getting another possession out of this play.
Ball tipped away by the Bobcats. Hogan up in front, and he lays it in. Hogan with 9 points.
And it's reminiscent of the last play, the last fast break play. They get a steal on defense, turn it.
Another steal. Mckay, the easy lay-in, and Mckay has his first 2 points of the ball game. St. Pete has to call a timeout.
That is just great defense by the Bobcats, Jesse. St. Pete, if they're going to stick in this game, they're going to have to figure out a way to clean up their offensive sets and really get great looks and finish those looks, because they're getting good looks, they're just not finishing. And every time they don't, and it turns to a turnover, they're not getting back quick enough, because Brevard Bobcats, they are getting after it, Jesse.
The Bobcats are up 16-13 as we are going to take a timeout here from our broadcast real quick. 4:51 left to go in the first quarter. The Bobcats are up by 3. This is the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management. Welcome back to the FBA here. The Tide in possession. Down low. Shot no good by Williams. And here's Thompson on the other side. Over the head pass to Hendricks. No good. Thompson down low, tries for the second one and can't get that one to convert. Tide basketball. Dorsey, other side, pass all the way over to the right. Good on the three by Devin DeLomba.
Came in immediately, found his way to the corner. Ooh, look at how he picked that pass off.
Ball tapped out of bounds by the Bobcats. So 16-16 ball game. Nice little three ball we saw down here.
Yeah, nice little three ball. He came right in and was moving without the ball and got into that corner wide open, hand down, man down, knocked it down for the tray.
4:13 left to go. It's a 16-16 ball game. We're all tied up here at our location just outside of Orlando in Winter Park. This game presented by Moulton for the Real Game and Pauly Wealth Management. Dave Butler up top. It's Anthony Brooks who will run the traditional point for the St. Pete Tide. Brooks, nice swish through the basket. His first 2 points of the game as the Tide take the lead by 2.
Got into his set, got to his spot, knocked it down.
Mckay misses on the long three, and the rebound on the far side goes to DeLomba. And a nice lay-in there by Alex Richards. Richards with 4 points, 20-16 ball game. The Tide are up by 4.
You just love seeing little guys take it in, get into the chest of a big fella, throw a thing up, and get a bucket.
Hogan, left elbow, could not find that one. Ball stolen away by Mckay.
Great hands. He is a ball shark.
Mckay to Hogan down low. Hogan trying to make some room, and nice shooter's touch down low. And the flex to show he put it through.
I think he hit chest today.
Oh, he had it contested, and a nice block by Thompson. Over the head pass to Hogan. Hogan hammers it home. Hogan with 13 points. It's a tie ball game again, 20-20. The Bobcats are on a 5-0 run.
Active hands on defense turns into easy points on offense. Great convert by Jace Hogan.
Hogan contested that shot, and the rebound by the Bobcats. And oh, just a nice save from going out of bounds here on the baseline.
Nice little toe tap there.
Mckay over to the right side. Hogan lines up a three. No good on that one, and the rebound by Brooks. Brooks throws it right ahead, and a missed lay-in by Alex Richards on the other side of the floor. That can't happen.
You hate to see that if you're St. Pete. You finally get a fast break opportunity. You need those.
Trey Thompson tried to line that one up. Nice little back and forth action there. They got kind of lucky with that one, Alvin.
They got lucky, but sometimes luck is a little bit of skill. He bounced it off the bicep of his buddy and got that bucket to go in.
Must be a big bicep.
Oh, he flexed for him like The Rock.
A.J. Williams with 6 points now. Trey Thompson has a man hit the deck and finds his way through the lane.
That was a beautiful little move right there. Getting it up and in.
Trey Thompson with his first 2 of the ball game. 1:54 left to play in the first. It's a 22-22 ball game as we take a timeout here on the floor. When we return, more basketball on the way. You're watching the FBA presented by Pauly Wealth Management. We're back here in the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management, and maybe the greatest director of all time, Jerry Pettit. It's a 22-22 ball game, under 2 minutes left to play in the first. Tied ball. On the far side, Edwards now into the lane, and a shot made by A.J. Williams. He's the leading scorer for the Tide. He's got 8. Mckay, far side, now throws into the right corner, a pump fake and a dribble into the lane. Trey Thompson dribbling in now, turns the corner and blocked down low. Pass ahead to Richards. Richards with the reverse, no good, but draws the foul.
St. Pete is really getting into their sets now, getting good looks. That's 2 good possessions in a row. Let's see if he can convert these and spark a little run.
So now at the line, Alex Richards will get to shoot 2. His team is up by 2. 5 team fouls for the Brevard Bobcats already. They kind of got into that foul trouble early on in the quarter, Alvin.
They did. And St. Pete was just putting pressure on them, taking it to the, pushing it down to the paint, getting to the block, and it forces them to foul. But they're also just playing very aggressively as he misses that first free throw. They've been playing very aggressively, and it's been working, so it's kind of risk versus reward here because they're getting turnovers, Jesse. They're moving in the transition. That kind of gave them that little spike they had. So let's see if they can maintain their fouls.
Second free throw up and no good, but unfortunately for the Bobcats, off the leg of Trey Thompson. So the Tide remain in possession of the ball.
Let's see what they do with this extra possession.
The inbound to Anthony Brooks. Brooks guarded quite heavily by Clark, and now goes into the lane, and they'll wave that one off, and he's called for a travel.
Yeah, they call that a travel because he bumped into him, shuffled his feet a little bit. Would have been a good move though, a little pro hop.
Beautiful.
Brooks has a good package there. He gets in and out of his sets pretty fluidly. It's fun to watch him play.
24-22 ball game. St. Pete Tide are up by 2 and 1:13 left to play in the first. Up top, here's Darius Clark. He's guarded by Richards. Clark to Thompson on the far side, and Thompson getting through traffic. That could have been a foul. And now Ernspiker into the lane, and the ball goes out of bounds. Under 1 minute left to play in the first. Edwards guarded out beyond the arc by Ernspiker. Edwards now clean cut lane, and he missed the layup.
$1 million move, 10-cent finish. Great move, but you need him to finish that one.
Clark lining up a 3, left wing, good!
Big hit for Clark.
Clark with his first 3 points of the ball game. And now the Bobcats up by 1. 27 seconds on the game clock. Missed shot left corner. Big rebound by Richards. Another 3 left wing. Brooks and an air ball, but it looks like a pass down low. And now a shot can't be made by Butler.
Yeah, that's a tough possession for the Tide. They need one of those 3 shots to go in.
The Tide steal the ball. This is the last shot of the quarter. Behind the back pass and a hammer home by A.J. Williams, who has 10 points now. And with 2.6 left.
You love to see that, that Jesse. Behind the back, no-look pass with the slam finish. You love to see that if you're a basketball fan.
And Clark with the finger, it's good. And they'll count it. Clark coming into the game at an easy 5 points. The Bobcats leave the first quarter with a 3-point lead, 27-24. We'll take a break from our broadcast here real quick, and we have a lot more action coming for you with 3 more quarters of action, and it starts with a second. When we return, more FBA basketball. This is the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management. Welcome back to the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management. It's a 27-26 ball game. The Bobcats up by 1. Clark, far side. Nesmith now with the ball in his hands. Dean, 3, up top and an air ball. Couple air balls on threes by the Bobcats.
We've seen a few air balls, and we don't know what was causing it, but great shots, not finishing.
Right side mid-ranger, no good, but we'll call that a pass, Alvin. And Anthony Brooks with the finish down low. He's got 4.
He had eyes in the back of his head. He was trying to pass it to his boy in the post.
Dean up with the reverse. Oh! That was beautiful.
Brought it all the way up, rocked it down, and flipped it up. Kissed it off the glass. Nice reverse.
My goodness. 29-28 ball game, or so we thought. A nice take down low.
Beautiful pro hop. Get it over, switch it. Oh, man, we're seeing some great basketball by both of these teams. Great players finishing on both ends of the court.
It's a 30-29 ball game. Wow, that was a nice lay into the back. I'm still thinking about that one over here on the other side of the floor by Clark.
But then how about the answer? He came right back with a pro hop. Anything you can do, I can do better. And he just shows him that this is a game. 30-29, this is a game, Jesse.
So what we talk about, we've been talking about Devontae Clark a little bit. He came in at the end of the first quarter, added his 5 points on. But Darius Clark comes and starts this second quarter, and he's like, no. I'm the Clark.
Yeah.
I am the Clark.
He's the OG, just making plays, Jesse. Beautiful plays. Great basketball player.
It's a 30-29 ball game, Alvin, as the home team, the St. Pete Tide, lead by 1. So taking it out of bounds for the Brevard Bobcats will be Vance Ernspiker. He doesn't have any points yet in the ball game. So it's Ernspiker, Darius Clark, Nesmith, Trey Thompson. On the far side, here's Nesmith. Nesmith into the lane, blocked down low by Butler. Ball rolls out of bounds on the baseline.
Tried to sneak that past him, but Butler's not having any of that. Sent that back to the rafters.
The inbound, the shot, no good. And the Tide pull down the rebound. Left corner 3, no good.
Good closeout.
And a great fight for the rebound there, but to no avail. That's good action down low by Dave Butler. Another stolen basketball. The Tide play defense.
They
on the
play
other
so
side.
much defense.
Oh, and a nice lay in there by A.J. Williams.
And the Tide's doing something interesting. They're trapping in the corners. Let's see if the Bobcats can figure out how to get past that.
Clark short on the 3. Other side, Richards up with the left hand, and it's good.
European two-step with the left. You love to see that.
34-29. St. Pete Tide up by 5. 9:53 left to play in the second. Another block down low by the Tide.
Butler is smacking any and everything.
Almost an alley-oop there to Edwards. And the Bobcats now going the other direction.
Edwards almost kissed the rim on that one.
Ernspiker, another stolen ball. Richards, and a dunk by Williams. Williams with 14 points, Alvin. He's the leading scorer in the ball game.
And man, they flipped the switch on them. They have all the momentum so far.
Thompson, cross court to Clark. Clark with the left hand, and it's good. Clark with 4 points. 36-31 ball game, tied up by 5.
The Tide have just been doing a great job of getting to their sets, and they're the ones initiating the turnovers or getting the runs. So this has been an interesting run so far. Let's see how long they can keep it up.
Turnover by Williams, and now Ernspiker turns the ball over.
Ooh.
To the right corner, Richards for 3. He misses that one short. A lot of balls missing short today.
A lot of balls missing
Is there
shorts.
something in the air? I'm hot.
They are hot too.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Maybe that's what it is.
Well, I was saying I'm more warm than hot, but temperate.
It's a little steamy.
Alvin, I'm temperate.
You took the jacket off.
Tell Jerry that. 36-31, 8:36 left to play. And we have something.
Just a little confusion on the court, but it seems we're going to have free throws from Anthony Brooks. Let's see if he knocks these down.
Anthony Brooks with 4 points so far. First free throw is up and good by Brooks.
Okay, guys, you guys take a foul. 6 men in the court on blue. Okay?
So we heard we have a technical foul. And because the Bobcats had one extra guy on the floor.
They wanted all the help they could get.
If you didn't know it, Jerry, you may only have 5 people representing your team out on the floor at once.
Wow, St. Pete Tide has turned the tide in this game. They're forcing turnovers and bad passes. Now, can they finish on their open looks?
Ball goes right off the foot of Butler. Bobcats ball going the other direction.
Too much praise too soon, Jesse.
You tried.
I did try.
37-31 ball game. Tied up by 6. 8 minutes left to play. Hogan, the leading scorer for the Bobcats, down low. And a fight for the basketball under the rim. It was Thompson and Butler. We'll see where this one goes.
The effort these two teams play with is just phenomenal. They're hustling for every rebound. They're playing great defense, and they are really opening it up, getting out and running. You love to see that if you're a basketball fan.
So it seems like, so far, that Brevard is maybe the better shooting team, but the Tide are winning the battle on defense.
They're winning the battle, and they are just getting after it, flat out hustling, and they're getting to the cup. So if the Tide can figure out how to knock down some of those jump shots, who knows how this game ends up, because Bobcats are definitely shooting at a higher clip, but they're still down in this game.
Thompson and Butler at the free throw stripe. Butler wins that one, and here come the Tide. Stolen ball by the Bobcats. Jace Hogan dribbles around, gets into the lane, up with the left hand, and his shot pulls through. 15 points for Jace Hogan. He's the leading scorer in the ballgame. From the stripe on the other side, shot no good by Williams. And Trey Thompson, a good fight on the floor for the ball. Clark to Thompson, now ahead to Mckay. Mckay has that ball stolen by the Tide. Somebody give me a stat on how many steals the Tide have in this ball game. It's got to be somewhere close to 10.
It seems every other possession there's a steal, and they are out and running with the ball.
Fadeaway jumper is made by Anthony Brooks. He's got 7. 39-33 ball game, tied up by 6. 7 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Hogan. In with his left, now creating some separation, no good. And a great rebound there by Dean. Dean, well, the rebound was nice, pass not so much.
Rebound was nice, he just, little miscommunication there. That still results in a turnover, though. You need to limit those if you're the Bobcats.
39-33 ball game.
Oh, he touched it.
He touched it.
Not a turnover.
And we're going to take immediate timeout from our broadcast real quick. 6:45 left to play in the second quarter. When we return, it's more FBA Basketball U here, presented on YouTube and Facebook Live. We are the FBA, and the big sponsor is Poly Wealth Management.
Where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges and plays way too much Roblox. It's L's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends. I want the keto. I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon.
I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go! Here you go, boy. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Booyah burgers were great. Booyah burgers rock!
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner and streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
Welcome back to the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management. It's a 39-33 ball game. The St. Pete Tide have the lead by 6. 6:45 left to play in the second quarter. Bobcats come in with the possession here. Hogan down low, left hand, no good. Trey Thompson will be triple teamed. Now Dean pump fakes, now gets into the lane, up with the right hand, no good. Hogan the rebound, Hogan the putback. And Hogan with 17.
That was good ball movement right there. Good driving, good dishing, some good guard play. And ultimately, it came down to getting the extra possessions and finished by Hogan.
6:12 left to play in the second. Pass over to the right side and a 3 on the way and good! Romeo Edwards with 6 points.
That's a good bang-bang play right there. Wide open shot, elevation, flick of the wrist. Bucket. Love to see it.
42-35 ball game. St. Pete up. Dean no good on the shot and the rebound by Supcup.
Good look.
Trey Thompson, the stolen ball, passes ahead to Hogan. Chase Hogan. Hogan now with 19 points.
Yeah, and that was a great rip on defense and turned into another. Hogan finish on the other end. So defense is really turning into offense for the Bobcats.
42-37 ball game. Long 2 there taken by Mike Butler. Mckay. Short, Hogan the rebound, and Hogan the putback. Hogan, the first player in the game to eclipse that 20-point mark. He's got 21.
And these teams seem to be sagging. The Tide sags on defense, letting them shoot those shots, just daring them to make it. Whereas the Bobcats, they're playing it pretty far right here.
Supcup passes up on his 3 and throws it over to the right side. Butler misses that one. The putback, no good. And here come the Bobcats going the other direction.
And they got numbers.
Mckay to Dean, Dean into the lane, and a blocking foul. Pretty good call by the officials there, and while we're talking about them, we will talk about right call officials. They are the elite officials that we use here in the FBA and do a great job. Mike Rivera wearing number 34, Ramses Kelly is wearing number 13, and the crew chief for the first game. Excuse me, Ramses Kelly is the crew chief for this first game, and Alex Vasquez wearing number 7. He will be the crew chief for the second one here as Dean misfires on the free throw. 42-39 ball game. Still St. Pete up by 1. A lot of missed free throws in the ball game, Alvin.
A lot of missed free throws, but how about we just double back to the refs? They have the hardest job on the court because they have to see all these calls, and any call they make is the wrong call. Someone's not going to like it. So they do a great job. They have to have thick skin, and they do a great job for this league. Great job by these 3 refs. And, yeah, back to the free throws. It has just been abysmal from the line. We have yet to see 2 people come to the free throw line and knock down both free throws.
Dean makes the second one. Alvin, if you give Jerry Pettit, our producer and engineer, 10 free throws, how many do you think he makes?
11. Because you give him an extra one, and he nails it too.
Perfect answer. Hogan the rebound for the Bobcats. 4:14 left. 42-40 is the score here in the ball game. It's only a 2-point game, Alvin.
It really is, and that's just no one is willing to relinquish their lead and really separate. No one can separate. So this is just going to be a tight one all the way through. So who can really knock down their free throws? Who can limit their turnovers? Who can finish when they get good looks? And really, who's going to be that guy to make the remarkable play? Who's going to make – we saw a buzzer beater from the Bobcats, and that was pretty remarkable, gave them a little momentum. And then we see this great run by the Tide. So who's going to be the one to separate them? You see Hogan is just, dominating in his own right, and they're playing great defense. So everyone's coming up with their thing. Now who's going to be the one to make that play to separate, Jesse?
Interesting thing I think we should note here is that the Brevard Bobcats had 4 team fouls with 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. They've cleaned that up a little bit. They have no team fouls so far in the second quarter here, and we have 4:14 left to go in the second. So around the same time last quarter, they had 5 team fouls already, now with 0.
That's just a testament to their head coach, Miller, and their whole coaching staff for just getting in their ear about what they have going on and what they need to fix. And that's just a great job by them to respond and still play intense defense, but just, limit the contact. And it's just these head coaches, they know how to get through to their players and really make sure they understand the scheme and the schematics and how the X's and O's turn into Joes.
Ooh, I like that.
You like it?
I love that.
You like it?
42-40 ball game. Actually, while we're still talking about Coach Miller, he is the youngest owner in the league, and he's been pretty much chasing this dream, is what he told us, for the last 6 years of his life. He has his own clothing brand called the Miller brand, where his motto is "Be Authentic." And he likes to say his team has improved over the last year, and they're really going to improve and put Countdown County on the map. That's the words of Coach Miller as we talked to him before the game. And how much of his guys really shown out here? Obviously, he has his fireball with Jace Hogan, who has 21 points so far, but he has all these different guys that he can bring off the bench. Trey Thompson, doesn't really show up on the points tally here, but in every other aspect of the game, getting back in, he's a bigger guy, and he moves up and down the floor quickly.
You know who he reminds me of? He gives me a Draymond Green vibe, where if you just look at the stat sheets, you're not necessarily going to jump out. However, you need a guy like him on your team. And Coach Miller's just done a great job of getting his guys ready for each and every game. And as the youngest coach, it's good to see young people go out there and take on these roles and do a great job.
Now, speaking of Coach Miller, let's kind of look at the St. Pete Tide on the other side. St. Pete doing a great job getting back on defense. What is their secret, Alvin? What are they doing differently that most teams can kind of learn from here?
This is what happened. We had a player not in the book, but the coach provided the proof that he sent the roster with the numbers. There's no tech. I thought it was a tech. There's no tech. There was a steal, and then no horn. So it's going to be white ball going this way. Okay?
And we had our official clarification here. So the St. Pete Tide get the ball back, and they're going the other direction. St. Pete up by 2. And Alvin, this Tide team is going to be one of the defensive firepowers in the league. Would you agree?
Oh, for sure. They're just getting after on the defensive end, forcing turnovers, getting in passing lanes. and they're converting coming into the second quarter.
Backcourt violation.
Forcing turnovers, but they also have some turnovers of their own. That's the only thing they need to clean up going forward in this game.
Dean left side. Dean down the lane. And, well, completely missed the backboard.
He missed it all, buddy. He missed it all. But that was a great take, splitting the defenders. You just want to see him kiss that side of the backboard and see if he can flip that thing in there like Kyrie. But tough break for him on that possession.
Now here's Mike Butler. Over to the far side, Alex Richards. Over to the left corner. Man-to-man defense here by the Bobcats. Three seconds on the shot clock. 3 up and no good. Missed shot by Butler. And the rebound by the Tide. We have a jump ball on the floor.
How about that, Jesse? The Tide just did a great job. It was 3 offensive players fighting for the same rebound. They had no idea. Just really getting in front and putting the body on the body and being able to fight for extra possessions.
Here is Dean down low. And tip over to Mckay. Trey Thompson, right corner. Jace Hogan running baseline. Hogan fouled. So Hogan with a chance to tie this one up. 42-40 ball game. 2 team fouls now on the St. Pete Tide. And Jace goes to the line with already 21 points. And we're still in the second quarter. 3:30 left to go in the second quarter at that.
Do you think he breaks 40 this game?
Absolutely. I'm going to say he breaks 50.
Breaks 50?
I say he breaks 50.
Man, he's breaking the scoreboard on this one.
I'm saying Jace Hogan and Brandon Moss tie for the most points in the league by the end of the weekend.
That's going to be a fire game when they meet each other.
42-41 ball game. Hogan, the lefty, from the free throw stripe. For a chance to tie this one up. Of course. He wouldn't have it any other way.
No, he knows he has 50 in his mind right now.
Baseline take, and a pass to, well, nobody on the far side.
Yeah, that's a miscommunication. He thought his teammate was there, but he rotated. But he was wide open on the 3 right there.
Thompson pump fakes, second chance put back by Hogan. He's got 25.
Threw him a lob on that
one. 44-42 ball game. Long 3, straight away. It's good. Anthony Brooks with 10 points.
That was a nice catch and shoot for Brooks.
Other side, a behind the back pass, and Thompson can't convert down low.
That was a great dump off.
Brooks out to Richards, and Richards has the ball stolen. Here's Thompson Jr. Bounce pass to Hogan, and Hogan the lay-in and the foul. Hogan with 27, 2:25 left to go in the second, Alvin.
Man, he's looking dynamic right now. And how about the Bobcats guards just doing a great job of finding their open teammates. And you see Mckay just had a beautiful behind the back. And then on this fast break, you have another assist. So the guard play by the Bobcats is just phenomenal. And Hogan just happens to be on the receiving end on that one. And let's see if he can convert this and one and get him closer to 50 points on the night.
2:25 left in the second, 48-46 ball game. Hogan at the line already with 27. And that one just rims out. Thompson Jr., a stolen ball again, and Mckay will run things up top. Trey Thompson, down low, called for a charge.
A little out of control on that one, but wow, look at that beautiful play by Thompson, just getting in the passing lane and reading that thing like Ed Reed. I'm telling you, these guards on Bobcats are just getting their hands everywhere. They're very active in the passing lane, forcing turnover after turnover after turnover. They're doing a great job on this defensive end.
2:13 left to play in the second. The Bobcats now with their first team foul of the second quarter. At this point in this first quarter, they already had 5, 6 team fouls.
Oh, they definitely cleaned it up. They cleaned it up, and there's a little discussion now, but this game got so much cleaner. You're seeing a lot more buckets made, and they've opened up the scoreboard a little more, and it's still exciting. They're still pushing the pace. They just found a way to finish a little more, but they're doing a great job on both ends.
Coach Miller coming over to the officials to plead his case. As coach of the Brevard Bobcats, his first year as a head coach here, and he's been waiting for this for a long time. Youngest coach and owner here in the FBA.
Speaking of the coach, look at that jacket he has on. Look at those threads.
Clean. That thing's clean. Shot from the left elbow, no good.
And shots like that just look beautiful. Nice pick and roll action. It looked perfect until it reaches the rim. You saw how far it was, but it was beautiful up until then.
Mckay down low, had nowhere to go. Clark pump fakes up top, now throws it right side to Hogan. Hogan dribbling in on Butler from the right elbow. And that one is just a beautiful shooter's touch shot.
Everything is going in for Hogan. Nice way to use the big man, get around that pick, find your spot, knock it down with a nice shooter's roll.
Hogan 1 point away from 30 on the other side of the floor. A foul. A.J. Williams will step up to the line. A tie ball game, 48-48 with 1 minute and 30 seconds exactly left to go in the second.
And it's just crazy because both of these teams, they kind of have the exact same identity. They use their defense and create offense, and they move very quickly as AJ knocks down his first free throw. They move very quickly and very efficiently in the transition. They struggle with turnovers because they're such a high-powered defense. So it's very interesting to see these two teams battle as he misses the second one.
A.J. Williams with 15. He is the leading scorer for the St. Pete Tide. Mckay, left wing, guarded out beyond the arc by Alex Richards. Now throws it left side, Clark. Down low, Thompson has his shot blocked, but remains in possession of the ball. Hogan from 10 feet, no good. And a great tip around by the Tide, who have possession. Right corner, down the lane, Edwards. Bounce pass into Butler.
Jesse, that was a beautiful play by Edwards. Break his man off, get to the lane, little shovel pass. Ooh! Speaking of beautiful, that was a great take. Just couldn't finish.
Hogan steps back, can't fire the three.
So much has happened, but to finish that last play, he goes down, kicks it to his man, and he finishes for two.
Ball's tipped around, recovered by the Bobcats. Clark pushing, Mckay, left wing three, off front. Clark goes tumbling down the lane, but Jace Hogan will try to make his effort worth it. Clark, back out left side, good! Made shot by Lucius Mckay, he's got 5.
Just love to see that shot go in for him. Got to the corner, felt confident, let it fly, nothing but silk.
3 seconds on the game clock, tie ball game, 51-51. Shot is short, and that's how we'll end the first quarter, or excuse me, the first half of the ball game. Anthony Brooks took the last shot, he's got 10 points. Alvin, it's 51-51. We did not see this coming at the beginning of this ball game, but these teams seem pretty evenly matched. It's a 51-51 tie ball game. The St. Pete Tide and the Brevard Bobcats both doing their due diligence and playing maximum effort. I love that phrase, maximum effort.
Maximum effort is exactly the way you could describe this game. You see great defense turning into offense on both ends. You see them just playing, getting the passing lanes, and you also see great guard play outside of the Bobcats, who have Jace as their all-star. He has 30 already, and he's just doing a great job finishing, and just great guard play, great defense turning into offense. This is a great game.
What do both teams have to do as they go into the second half of the ball game here in order to get better and win this game?
So both teams off rip, they have to limit their turnovers because the defense has been amazing. But for the Bobcats, they just need to find a way to finish and, you know, find Jace because he has the hot hand. Continue to look for their guys and finish on that end. For St. Pete, they need to limit their turnovers, and they just need to figure out how to get in and out of their sets to get good looks.
When we return, a lot more FBA basketball on the way. We've got a good one for you here. This is the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management.
In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox, it's L's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends. I want the keto. I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon. I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go! Here you go, boy. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner and streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@navylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Burgers, fries, and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner and streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
Welcome back to the FBA, presented by Poly Wealth Management, a 51-51 ball game. Jesse O, Alvin Delvey, our producer and engineer, is Jerry Pettit. And it's good to be here on a nice Saturday, a hot Saturday. And it's nice to be in an air-conditioned building, you know, up here in our location just outside of Orlando, Florida, here in Winter Park. Alvin, both of these teams having great first halves. And give me your keys to the game for both teams.
Keys to the game is just, and both teams have such a similar identity. Both of their keys are pretty much similar. Just staying aggressive on defense, limiting fouls, converting when they get the chance to convert.
Down low, a missed alley-oop attempt, but a nice putback there by Marcus Russell.
That's a good way to finish and reward the big man for running down and hustling, getting all the way down on that end of the court.
Hogan from the right elbow. Jace Hogan.
Good little mid-range jumper for the big fella.
He's got 31.
And flipping it up.
Well out beyond the arc. Here's Romeo Edwards. Over right side, pass down low, stolen away by Jace Hogan. Mckay towards the near side. Clark lines up the three, no good. And Thompson Jr. the rebound. Clark, another three, same spot. That one goes.
Can't miss 2 in a row. Can't leave him for that long.
Darius Clark with 7. 56-53 ball game as we come out of the half. The Bobcats now have the lead. And an easy lay-in down low. That was a miscommunication. Dave Butler with 4. 56-55. Bobcats up by 1. Thompson Jr. right side. Clark dribbling in, back out. Mckay misses the 3.
And it seems like they can't convert on the first attempt, but they are getting some really good looks.
Easy lay-in down low by A.J. Williams. He's got 19. 57-56. Now the Tide up by 1.
Tit for tat game. Every time one person gets a bucket, the other one comes back right with it. No one can really separate in this one.
Thompson Jr. falling away. Can't get that one. And here come the Tide. Brooks, left side. Now passes back to the right. Good ball movement there. Finding open man down low. Thompson Jr. the block. 3 on the way. Edwards right before the buzzer.
Letting him know he can hit it. A little back and forth with some of the fans here. Makes for great basketball. Great shot by Edwards. And great ball movement by the Tide. They used all of those, all the seconds on that shot clock.
59-56. Tied up by 3. Turnaround jumper by Hogan. That was unbelievable.
That was a beautiful turnaround bucket behind the backboard. That's a hard shot to hit. He would have won in horse.
Bobcats down by 1. Oh, for sure would have beaten me in horse. And Butler tried the bounce pass to Williams, cutting towards the basket.
A couple of the Tide players arguing their case, but to no avail.
Thompson Jr. to Hogan. Left side 3 will not fall. And fast break, other side! Ho, ho, ho! Romeo Edwards getting up and throwing it down.
Did you know he had bounce like that, Jesse? Because I did not. His head was at the rim.
Nice lay-in on the other side by Byron Thompson Jr. But wow, what a dunk by Edwards.
Every Tide fan in Florida wants to see.
Nice 3 made by Anthony Brooks. He's got 13.
Nice butter shot from him. I think we all want to see Edwards on some of those fast breaks from now on.
Jace Hogan, he loves that spot. 35. for Hogan. 64-62 ball game. The tied up by 2.
Hogan's heating up. That's 2 shots in a row for him on in that exact same corner.
A 3 on the way, and that's Romeo Edwards.
This is a great tip for tag game. Every shot seems to go in. The basketball looks as wide as the ocean.
Hogan credited for that turnover. Now the Pride put the ball in the hands of Edwards. He's making it rain.
This man can't miss. How about those possessions, that back and forth right there? This is great basketball from both teams. You're seeing Hogan make miraculous shots, and then after that dunk by Edwards, he's just been unbelievable. Hitting that dunk, coming back, and just hitting 2 back-to-back, Jesse.
Romeo Edwards doing it all on the floor for the Tide, 69-62. When we return, a lot more basketball. We've got a close one here in Winter Park, Florida. This is the FBA presented by Pauly Wealth Management. We're back here for the Tide and the Bobcats, presented by the FBA. 69-62 ball game, 6:46 left to go in the third. Ball tapped out of the hands of Jace Hogan, who touched it last. Tide ball going the other direction. Alvin, Romeo Edwards starting to come alive here in the third quarter, and he's this main reason why the Tide are up by 7.
Yeah, Romeo Edwards has just been doing it all.
Nice little weave through traffic there by Anthony Brooks, who now has 15 points himself.
Brooks is also a phenomenal player. I like the guard play from this team because either of them can really just isolate and get to their spot and knock it down. And that's a beautiful take. Way to finish, get the bump, and get the finish by Byron Thompson Jr. And hopefully he can knock this free throw down to cap off a beautiful possession right there.
Thompson with the chance for the three-point play.
But going back to the guard play on the Tide, actually in the whole game, because you see some beautiful guard play here on the Bobcats side as well. It's just, we have some really skilled players in this league, Jesse.
Thompson Jr. misses the free throw. And tapped out by Supcup. 71-64. 6:14 left to play in the third. The inbound from Clark, who throws it to the far side. Now Thompson Jr. Up guarded by Butler, and he is fouled. So great try on defense there by the St. Pete Tide. They don't make it easy for these Bobcats players to drive in down low.
Not at all. They know how to rush and force a trap situation and force the guards to retreat dribble, and from there they just pounce all over them. That time just got a little sloppy.
Hendricks started out beyond the arc by Richards, throws it towards the right to Clark, pump fakes in on Supcup, and now the switch. Supcup guarding Trey Thompson, giving him a hard time on the right block. Thompson spinning in and makes the shot over Supcup.
That was beautiful, beautiful post play.
Trey Thompson with 4 points. 71-66 ball game. The Tide up by 5. Into the lane. A foul, and Brooks goes to the line. How about Anthony Brooks? I mean, He's been him, A.J. Williams, and Romeo Edwards, very consistent in the ball game and being aggressive with their moves towards the basket.
And they're so quick. You saw his blazing speed as he just got the rip through and got right to the lane. There's nothing to do but foul him as he knocks down that first free throw.
Brooks makes it a 6-point ball game for a chance at 7. It's funny, you kind of, and this is a weird Jesse notice. Look at everyone's socks on the floor. And then you look at Anthony Brooks.
Sock game is crazy for Brooks. He even brought out the teal tights. Standout style, just like his game.
Thompson tried that no-look pass down low to Nesmith and immediately was seen through by the Tide, who now have the ball. Butler spinning in, throws it over Thompson and can't get that one to fall. Here's Trey Thompson going the other direction, 73-66 the score. Tide still up. Almost a stolen ball there by Williams. Jace Hogan, left elbow, no good. Subcup the rebound. Subcup the football, throw down the floor. A foul, and count the shot. And A.J. Williams with 21 points for a chance at a 3-point play.
Story of the game. Turning defense into fast break opportunities, and he used that opportunity to get an and one. Let's see if he gets this free throw.
That foul went against Cody Hendricks. And we've seen a lot of those throws by the Tide this ball game. I don't want to say it's a cherry pick, but kind of.
It's either a cherry pick or they got Usain Bolt speed. But it's kind of reminiscent of the Heat as he misses that free throw, where Dwayne Wade and LeBron used to just throw it from court side to court side. It's kind of fun to watch.
Nesmith up with the right hand. Trey Thompson now over Butler, and he gets that one to fall.
You see him flexing on that one. He hits the weight room, just like our guy Jerry.
Jerry is massive. Shot misfired by Brooks. Did I tell you Jerry beat me in arm wrestling before our last game?
No, he
Given
didn't.
he had me eat a burger beforehand.
Well, while you ate a burger,
This guy, it was a burger and fries and then a shake, and then he beat me in an arm wrestling match.
your meal was a burger and
That's
fries.
messed up.
Jerry's meal was a 45-pound dumbbell. Jerry eats the weights, Jesse.
I'd say 45 is a little low for him.
Yeah, he's shredded.
He's thinking 50s.
He's eating 50s, maybe even 100.
Jerry, flex for me one time, please.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Trey Thompson, right wing, sets it up, no good, and the rebound by Supcup. 4:05 left to play. Here in the third quarter, Tide and Bobcats, and a made three. Nice shot there. No, it's a long two by Gardner. As he was waving for a three. His foot was on the line, though. I don't know if you saw that.
Toe was on the line. Great shot, though. Good hit.
Nesmith will airball on that one. 77-68 ball game. Bobcats down by 9. Butler, a nice take and a flip up.
They just gave him the lane there. They parted the Red Sea, and he said, okay, cool, I'll take it, and give me a little finger roll to bump up my stats.
Hogan, down low, right side, no good on that one. And Butler the rebound. Brooks, off right. Great effort on the far side by Alex Richards, trying to save that one from crossing that baseline.
That's just a testament to how different the game is now and how much it's evolved, because back in the day, Jesse, a fast break opportunity, if you didn't get a layup, seemed everything else was a bad shot, whereas now coming down and shooting a three is now the new layup. Seeing guys on fast break opportunities fake for the drive and shoot the three, that's the game now.
79-68. Now over a 10-point lead for the Tide. But how about Byron Thompson Jr. saying no, sir? It's kind of making me eat my words a little bit. Now a 9-point ball game, 79-70, tied up by 9 points. Sub Cup the rebound off that missed shot by Dean. Here's Brooks, quick pass over to the left. Another three taken, and missed by Gardner.
Beautiful tip-in by Richards. That was a great way to know where the ball is going to be on that rebound and flipping it in.
Look at this big man, Seville, in the ball game now. Big number 20 for the Bobcats, who are up by 11.
Getting up and down the court. Let's see if he can be a strong presence in the paint for the Bobcats.
Pump fake. Sub cup. Richards. And a three in the key on Marcus Russell. Under 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. This is a good call by the officials.
Yeah, you can't let him camp out in there. He had a tent, he had a fire going. Maybe some meat too, Jesse, you never know.
I think he's more of a marshmallow guy.
Marshmallow guy with some s'mores. You gotta stop him getting hungry, Jesse.
You ever put peanut butter on a s'mores?
I have.
You have?
It was the best decision of my life.
A lot of people in my family call it a fat Santa.
A fat Santa?
Because they believe if they eat it, you become Santa.
There's a lot of Santas in my family.
2 missed shots down low. Dorian Nesmith couldn't get either of those to fall. 1:30 left to play in the third. Nice turn of the corner there, but a missed shot by Brooks. Richards, good! Makes the three.
That feels good for Richards because on the defensive end, he stopped short, just daring him to shoot it and to let it go and watch it hit nothing but net. That feels good. And he let him know how it felt while he was jogging back on defense.
Thompson Jr. for the Bobcats fouled going full speed, was pushed in the back. Fourth team foul for the Bobcats. Here's the big man, Seville, coming into the ball game. His first two.
That's a lot of beef in the post, so that might be the new mismatch for the Bobcats to exploit.
Butler off left. Thompson Jr. the rebound. Thompson Jr. Seville, and Seville can't lay that one in, but he gets the ball back. He shoots it over Butler and is fouled. So he goes to the line.
He may have missed that first put up, but man, did you see him hustle down the court? And as a guard, you love to see your big man move like that, and a nice little dump off to his big man. Hopefully he can knock these 2 free throws to reward himself for getting up that quick.
54.8 seconds left to go in the third. Seville from the line, and he clanks it off the right. I'm trying to think, I guess we'll find out at the end of the season. Who is the best big man free throw shooter in the Florida Basketball Association?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Seville makes the second one. Yeah, that's right, Alvin. I ask good questions every now and then.
I gotta give you credit because that was a good one. Because we have some good big men who really make some plays. As we see a foul coming down on this end, and we'll see if a guard can make some free throws. Who do you think the best free throw shooter in the league in general is?
Oh.
We have some firepower.
I don't even know. Elliot Glegg's really good for the Florida Flight. Dominic Douglas does a pretty good job as well. Alex Richards has made quite a few of his today.
Yeah. Because for the big men, wow, you have Toyloy, you have
Toyloy, yeah.
Yeah, he knocked his free throws down last game. I think he made more free throws than Pat did. Pat Siame. Great question.
Seville down low. He's got 5.
That is just great play right there for the guard. To see his big man there, just a nice dump off, and great job by the big man to finish it.
9-point ball game, St. Pete still up. Turnaround jumper, no good, and a big fight for the rebound. Great save from going out of bounds by Russell. Richards crosses up Seville, steps back. Can't make the long two. Thompson Jr. to Seville, down the left block, spinning into the lane. No good. Nesmith on the ground. Here comes St. Pete. Gardner makes the shot at the buzzer. And they will classify that one as a 3. So with that, we are done with 3 quarters of action, and we have one more left for you. St. Pete up big by 14 points. Will the Bobcats have anything in return? We'll see in a second. One more quarter of action. This is the FBA, presented by Poly Wealth Management. Fourth quarter of action inbound. It's the St. Pete Tide and the Brevard Bobcats. There's a turnover by the Tide. Other side, Mckay. Tapped from the back. A great stolen ball there by Romeo Edwards, the guard, but the Bobcats recover. Look at the Tide's defense here, Alvin.
That's great defense. Romeo just coming in and stealing that. And that was a beautiful move by the big man.
Reynolds the putback to Brian Reynolds, his first 2 points of the game.
And we might have to get back to how the Tide ended that quarter with a cold-blooded 3 by Gardner to put them up even farther in this game.
See the officials. We'll take a timeout. 89-77 the score, 11-13 on the clock. St. Pete has pretty much kind of ran away with this ball game ever since that third quarter. We went into the half tied, Alvin. What's kind of come apart here for the Bobcats?
So for the Bobcats, they just lost momentum, and just great play by the guards on the Tide with Edwards dropping in 15 and Anthony Brooks just doing everything they need them to do. You just have everyone contributing, and a big block by Russell right there. And they're just having some stout defense and actually converting on offense when they get the chance. 2 blocks by Russell. He is a defensive anchor for the Tide.
Couple of dribbles in, a 3 on the way, no good.
Good move.
Great move there, another 3, no go. Nesmith, far side. Reynolds will take one himself.
That's a great shot, knocked it down. He's trying to chip into this lead. 3 by 3.
Reynolds with 5, 89-80 ball game. Turnover, another stolen ball in the game. Davis with all the time down low, he's blocked. Whoa! Where did Romeo Edwards come from?
My, oh my, he skied and sent that into the rafters. I thought that was a bucket.
It should have been. Romeo Edwards said absolutely not, sir.
He is doing everything on this court. He is the spark that they needed to make sure they can pull this game out. He is just doing everything. We see him on the offensive end, and we see him getting steals. Now he's just getting blocks. He is doing everything.
89-80 ball game. St. Pete Creates a turnover. Edwards. Three. Good! Made three by Mike Butler.
That is just a great offensive set for the Tide. You have Romeo Edwards taking over, rejecting the screen, finding his man, dishing it, and getting a three.
Seville, nice layup on the other side over Butler.
Seville just owns so much real estate in the post. He kind of does what he wants because he's so strong. No one can push him out.
There's an air ball on the near side by A.J. Williams. Here's Seville. Reynolds, off right. Mike Butler picks up his dribble and back up top. And a timeout taken quickly by the St. Pete Tide. Well, it's a 10-point ball game, Alvin. Under 9 minutes left to play. It doesn't really seem like the Bobcats are going anywhere, but the Tide's persistent defense, and they're being pretty handsy today.
They're being very handsy today. The refs are letting them play, and the St. Pete Tide just figured out how to gain their advantage. They're doing what they need to do. They're converting. They're getting just eccentric highlight plays, and the Bobcats, they're trying their best, and they're not, you can't sleep on the Bobcats because they're doing their thing too, knocking down shots when they need, but they have to find a way to curb this momentum that the Tide has just brought on really since the third quarter and just have not let up.
So the Tide playing some harsh defense here on the Bobcats. Seville, though, is, I think, becoming your guy for the Bobcats. Am I correct?
Oh, yes. I just love to see great post play, and he is just dominating right now. You see him carving up room and using that footwork, and for a big guy, that's great to see.
From the near side, Butler over to the right corner, and he makes that three.
Butler is coming alive in the fourth quarter, hitting 2 threes back to back.
Mike Butler with 8 points. A misfired shot there for the Bobcats, 95-82. The Tide kind of carrying this lead here. They're up by 13.
The problem with the Bobcats is you cannot have a shot like that in this situation because you absolutely need to convert on every opportunity because the Tide has been.
Another three? No, Butler tries to tap that one in a few times, and somehow it flips up. I think he might have gotten a little help from Seville there down low.
Yeah, Seville might have tapped that one in. We have to give him -2 points on the game.
Dave Butler with a positive 8 points. Now the Tide, another interception, stolen ball.
Edwards is just very athletic.
Edwards dribbling around all of the traffic. Pump fake, step in from 10 feet out. Shot no good. Butler down low. Now back out. Romeo Edwards. No.
They're just getting so much possessions on offense. We need those big guys like Shaq Seville to really carve out some room and get a defensive board.
Another three in the key. 7:40 left to play in the ball game. 97-82 is the score. Tide up by 15 from the opposite side of us. The inbound will come in, and then Hendricks will come towards the right wing, now into the lane, gives it up to Seville. Or no, make that Trey Thompson who makes the shot. Thompson with 8.
Bobcats just put their head honchos in on offense with Trey Thompson and Hogan.
Gardner makes the shot with the left hand. He's got 7. 99-84, the score in the ball game. Hendricks up top. Throws to Thompson down low, who's blocked by Butler. And they'll let that one go out of bounds. And it's interesting, St. Pete thought they had possession, which is why they kind of let it go.
Yeah.
Turns out they touched it last.
They touched it last because Butler denied that shot. That was great defensive possession for the Tide. Let's see if they can do it again.
Hogan has the ball stolen away by Butler. Pressing the floor on the other side. A.J. Williams no good on that one. Here's Hendricks coming back the other direction. And Jace Hogan can't quite get that one to Thompson.
Ooh, I think he jammed his finger on that one. You see him clutching his thumb.
(99 to 84). 6:42 left to go in the fourth. Blocked down low by Thompson.
He's not having none of that.
Jace Hogan, the stolen ball on the far side. Hogan to Davis. Davis back to Hogan, and a nice lay-in. Jace Hogan kind of had a scoring drought there for a second, but now he's got 37.
Yeah, had a little scoring drought, but they had numbers on that one. You love to see him utilize it.
Butler on the other side, now with 10 points. Dave Butler, the big center, wearing number 5, puts them over a 100-point mark. Jace Hogan, his three just rims out, 101-86. St. Pete still very much in the lead. And we have a foul on the floor. Under 6 minutes left to play, and we're going to take a timeout here from our broadcast as we go into our final media timeout of the ball game. St. Pete and Brevard, more action and basketball when we return. This is the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management.
World where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's L's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s Legends. I want the keto. I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon. I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go! Here you go, boy. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
Welcome back to the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management. We're going to kind of have a straight run through here. Under 6 minutes left to play in the ball game. 101-86. What can Brevard do, Alvin, to kind of make this game close?
They just have to convert. Every possession, they need to take it as if it's their last, because it might be. Every time they don't score, on the other end, the Tide will find a way to get a wide open three or do something of that nature. So Brevard needs to tighten up their defense and also just figure a way to convert.
Brooks out to Richards. He can't make that one. Brooks dancing around, trying to get past James Darby. Now throws it up top. Here's Romeo Edwards. Romeo Edwards, the electric player for the Tide off the bench. Now Williams up with the right-handed foul. Richards now will go to the line and shoot 2. He's got 13 already in the ball game. Back to Romeo Edwards, though, coming off the bench in the game and adding 15 big points. And we learned he has a pretty significant vertical.
Oh, he has a significant vertical. He also carved out a significant role for himself in this game, just being tenacious on the defensive end and just being so aggressive on offense and really looking for his shots as Richards misses his first free throw. Edwards has just been everything that they needed, and he's been that X factor for them, especially coming off the bench.
Second free throw by Richards is up and good. I've never seen so many free throws left short of the rim as I have today.
That's every shot. There's been air balls, short shots. It's just been a short day.
Far side, no good. Hogan.
Good move.
Nice shot inside.
Good move. Good way to rip the rebound out. Good up and under. Shows his patience, shows poise. Get back up, finish the bucket. And what does that put him at?
39.
He's knocking on 40's door.
102-88, other side. Anthony Brooks takes it to the rim.
Too easy for him, and he finishes with extending his leg.
Nice steal back there by Alex Richards. Passes ahead. Romeo Edwards, windmill!
Can that boy fly?
Reynolds hits the 3.
Good answer back to calm the Tide down by Reynolds.
106-91. St. Pete still up big. Oh, and the ball comes over to us. Jerry, take the shot. You can do it, Jerry. Ah. Fantastic producer, director, engineer, hype man.
Jerry just wanted one opportunity to give the Bobcats 3 points from the production table.
Almost a putback by Hogan there, excuse me, as the ball flies out of bounds. You know, Jerry has never lost a basketball game?
I don't doubt it. With a shot like his, perfect form, flick of the wrist, replace Jerry with Steph Curry.
Jerry has never lost a basketball game. Just think about that. 106-91, long 3 taken, no good. Here come the Bobcats going the other direction. Moore down low, draws the contact, can't make the shot, but he will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws.
And if you're the Bobcats, you need these free throws to drop. They're down 15 coming down the stretch, and they just need to find something to hang their hat on and find a way to really chip into this lead and make it a game as it was in the first half, because the Tide have been doing everything right. You have guys like Romeo Edwards just doing it all, and Anthony Brooks coming in and knocking down his clutch plays. So he knocks down that first free throw, which is perfect for them. But St. Pete has just been doing it all right. Richards just came in and thrown his weight around. It's just been an all-out effort for the Tide. But Bobcats has done a great job because he knocked down both shots. Moore has done a great job from the free throw line. He is 100%.
Down low, oh yes. A.J. Williams back on the board with 23 points. Look at that overthrow. Sails right over the head of Hogan. 108-93 and 3:30 left to go. Well, it seems kind of like Brevard's slowly limping towards the finish line here.
Oh, they're wounded and they're hurting right now because that was a senseless turnover. And for the St. Pete Tide, it's turned into a dunk contest. You see Romeo Edwards throwing down a windmill, and then on the next possession, you see A.J. Williams throwing down his little two-hander. It is just a dunk contest. Everyone's open.
Brooks down low, draws the contact. That one will go against Trey Thompson. He's not happy with that call. His jersey ripped a little bit in the front.
Oh, yeah. They're grabbing it, and that's basketball. That's minor league basketball. They're doing a great job They're hustling, they're grinding. These are some skilled athletes. They know how to get away with a grab and a tuck here and there. It's good for the game.
First free throw up and good by Brooks, who's now at that 20-point margin.
And Brooks is just a very skilled player, great guard play from this team as he knocks down his second shot. And from these guards, you just see very good handle, very good shooting form, good decision making. They've been doing a great job.
Hogan straight away off to the right. He'll grab his own rebound and take another shot. No good.
And the lid has been put back on the basket for the Brevard Bobcats. On the other end, though, the Tide is shooting into an ocean. They can't miss.
Brooks into traffic, pulls back, no good, wanted the foul. I really like how the officials are calling this game, though. They're letting them play. I love this.
They are doing a phenomenal job.
True basketball.
This is real because there's going to be a little bit of touching, but for the integrity of the game, you have to call it as good as they've called it this game.
More from way downtown, no good. 110-93. 2.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Richards. Bounce pass into Thompson. They're going to slow things down a little bit.
They're going to slow it way down.
Hogan the rebound. Hogan with 39 points, passes down low, and a nice lay in there by DeBrian Reynolds. Reynolds now with 10. He came into the game late, and his team is feeling his impact. And, well, not necessarily on defense, though. He let A.J. Williams go right around him. Williams now with 25 points. And the Bobcats having a hard time getting rebounds.
Well, they are limping to the finish line, as you said, Jesse. The St. Pete Tide is just pulling away.
Hogan, down low to Darby, and he, well,
if you're
we might not want to talk about that one. I loved your face on that one, and a turnover
that is
by the Bobcats.
Unacceptable for the Bobcats if you want to come back in this game. Got to finish on plays like that.
Brooks, long three off the back of the rim, no good. Here's Reynolds now, throwing it up, and Jace Hogan with the tip-in.
Nice alley-oop to give him a little spark, give him a little breath towards the end of this game.
112-97. Pass over into the right corner to Edwards. Edwards slowing things down a little bit, and now he'll be double teamed. And a foul. 112-97, 103 left on the game clock.
Great game coming into in the first half, knotted up at 51. And then second half, St. Pete just figured out a way to gain momentum, and they kept that momentum for the remainder of the game. Bobcats have done a great job, but this one is out of hand.
Trey Thompson, nice lay-in. He's got 10. And Thompson went into the bench pretty hard. He's slow to get up. That looked like it hurt. I was kind of looking the other direction, and
man, he came in and finished that play and just crash landed into the bleachers. And he played, that's just how he plays. He plays all out. Doesn't matter what time's on the clock, he plays all out. And it definitely looked like it hurt. Knee hit the bleachers, and he hasn't gotten up.
112-99. Now Seville will check back into the ball game. Full court pass down to Russell. Russell to DeLumba. Back to the far side to Richards. Richards taking his time. 37 seconds on the game clock. 9 on the shot. Nice Euro step down the lane by Richards.
Right side finishing on the left. That just looks pretty for Richards.
6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Reynolds will force that one. And now a shot up the floor off of the legs of Dexter Moore. DeLomba takes a long 2. And Richards the rebound. Shot clock is off. Richards will just kind of hand it over to Reynolds, who will dribble this one out. 114-99 is the score. And well, what a close game it was at the beginning, but kind of going towards the end here, it just did not seem to go. We'll return with our post-game show in just a second. Again, 114-99, St. Pete wins this one by a lot. I'll have the post-game show for you in just a second with Alvin, and we will pregame our Game 2 here of the doubleheader on Saturday. When we return, more basketball on the way. This is the FBA presented by Pauley Wealth Management. Welcome back to the post-game show. Jesse O, Alvin Delvey, Jerry Pettit, our fantastic producer and engineer. Well, Alvin, St. Pete ran away with this one at the end of the ball game. It was really close to the half. It was 52-52 at the half, and then what happened to the Brevard Bobcats?
Well, St. Pete just did a great job of utilized their bench in Romeo Edwards, and he just came in. It was that spark they needed in the third quarter, and from then they just kept their foot on their necks, causing turnovers and just executing on offense. Bobcats were not able to hang with them.
Your player of the game, Alvin, who is it? There's a lot to choose from.
A.J. Williams dropped in 25. Romeo Edwards dropped in 17. But I think I got to go Romeo Edwards just because he was very electrifying, and I think he was a spark that sent them on that run.
I think I'll take Anthony Brooks. He's kind of their facilitator up top. He's not their first option, obviously. A.J. Williams or Alex Richards is. But just the job of being a facilitator, and 21 points, not bad in a professional basketball game either. Anthony Brooks is my player of the game. When we return, we're going to have the Winter Park Storm and the Tampa Gunners. Now, we saw the Winter Park Storm last weekend, and we talked to head coach Barry Mistel before this game. They're kind of having a little trouble with their big men, and just Barry Mistel, the head coach of this team, doesn't have one of his assistant coaches there, so he's struggling for some personnel. What does Winter Park have to do in order to beat the Tampa Gunners this game? Well,
Winter Park is just going to have to do a great job of utilizing the guys they have and just making sure they execute and get into their sets, because that is a great team, and they'll be able to pull this one out if they just limit turnovers.
So the Bobcats and St. Pete tied. They'll go down. Well, I mean, the St. Pete Tide are now up 1-0 on the season. Brevard Bobcats now down 0-1. When we return, a lot more basketball on the way. This is a Saturday doubleheader in the FBA presented by Pauley Wealth Management.